Okay, I'm gonna head back. It'll be probably tomorrow because it's 21 miles back with this route I'm gonna take. It's a little bit of a shortcut, but there's so much climbing, I don't see it possible that I'm gonna get that done today. So I'm over here on this trail, going to JMT, going to Half Dome. And just all these people in the morning that are going up to Half Dome, they're just grinning ear to ear. It's really cool seeing all these people coming up. One hour and 40 minutes into it, and I've gone 2.7 miles. It's just it's the climbing and all this weight. So yeah, sometimes it's discouraging that the pace is so slow, but it is what it is, you know. So I'm just sitting on a rock here, looking at the backside of Half Dome, looking like there are some footprints out here, but I don't think this trail gets used much. So this stretch goes for 2.3 miles, and then I should be hanging a right. Okay, just now when I turned my phone off, right up here, bear turned around and ran that way. So I'm gonna give it a second. It did haul. It was moving out quick. Just gotta make sure it's done and it can hear me. Hey bear, why don't you go home, bear? You are home, right? Yeah, he ran over there somewhere. Just gotta make sure. That's the behavior they're supposed to have. So yeah. Be safe out there, guys. So you should see a trail right here. So at the end of that is Glacier Point. It'll be behind these trees. And I hear the Illilouette Falls right there. So I'm going in a different direction now. Ultimately heading way south. Tomorrow I should be at Winona. Yeah, this side of the park just seems very, very like abandoned. You know, it just doesn't get a lot of traffic. There are footprints, but they're kind of weathered a little bit. The first day coming up was kind of the same way. I saw those two guys at the end of the day. That was a cool thing to do, camp with somebody. But other than that, I was out there by myself the whole time. It's looking the same way now. Yeah, momentarily lost this trail. That's kind of what I'm worried about. Going back through here on the way back, because I did lose the trail one solid time after a downed tree. Could not find that thing for about half an hour. I think it'd be straightforward, but it was not there. Then one of the meadows I went through, trail was supposed to go straight down. Map shows the main stream to the right of the trail, but it was so flooded you couldn't tell where was what. And so I went back and crossed that meadow 2 or 3 times. Then I saw those other guys out there, and we were able to find, after a little bit, find that trailhead. I've rolled out on a pine cone or two before. Gotta watch those little guys. Been a lot of down trees. This one I could walk around this way. Okay. Looks like the trail over there. There's the trail junction. I think I take a right, but I will consult my map. Okay, I'm going to do some narration here before the next section of this video coming up. And, the reason I was going back is that there was going to be too much snow that I would have encountered up in this higher country over here, getting my way to Tuolumne Meadows. So I decided to go back, and it was really going to be honestly a boring hike after what I experienced yesterday. This section down here really wasn't much to write home about. So I found the quickest route back. It's going to go this way. It was going to be 24 miles total. From this point, which I'm at the video, it was 17 miles back to my truck. And on that other trail that you had seen, if I were not to have gone back, I would have gone this long way, which was 30 miles. So it would have added like another day on top of this. So this is just an example of, I was getting some facts wrong. You could tell I was a little bit confused. I was getting names wrong. I was getting distances wrong here. I was pointing at the wrong part of the map. In principle, I knew I was here, but I kept looking at this section, as you'll see. But eventually, I got it straightened out. So whenever you lose the trail or not sure, you just always go back to where you were. And the problem was this little, what looks like a little insignificant little branch of a creek here, the Illilouette, which is where that massive waterfall was. I could not pass it.
It doesn't look that bad in the video, but it was, I couldn't find a channel that didn't have something that was almost waist deep, moving about 10 miles an hour. There have been many drownings here lately, and so what I was doing is spending time going back and forth on the riverbank, looking for a way to go through here because I was so close to just getting on this Mono Meadow trail, and I've been well on my way. I was going to camp here overnight, then have a short hike the next day into my truck. So let's find out what happened. Here's a photo from that dome yesterday. The yellow area is where I circled where I was actually located, just to show you how remote it was.
That's where it came from. Is that where I'm going? No, I think it's Mono Meadows. Buena Vista Lake. Yeah. I think these two are what I'm targeting. Glacier Point, so yeah, I should be heading toward the road, but I'm not going all the way there. Okay, I was just at that dot. I'm a couple hundred yards down, but this map is not detailed enough. This doesn't even look like a real trail, but I see footprints. And this river is not on the map. So I came up this sandy slope over here and you can barely see footprints. So I'm not sure about this trail here. There has been traffic, but it concerns me that the stream isn't showing. I did get a fix on Liberty Cap. So that was the trail intersection I was at. It was all matching up. So that's what I'm saying. These trails out here, some of them are not used very much. But you can see there's some foot traffic out here. But yeah, I might be into some dead reckoning here later on. I don't know. Yeah, I've completely lost the footprints. I would believe it if that's Illilouette River or creek, because that fall should be right there. And pardon me, I'll continue this way. Looks like the trail's eventually supposed to parallel Illilouette Creek, which I believe that is, and then it should cross it, but it's sure not to scale, because I just was at that intersection. Makes for some excitement. I might try to head up. It's supposed to be 2 miles. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if there are any footprints. I'm gonna go up to that flat. I might circle back to that intersection, see if I screwed up somehow. That's adventure. Okay, thought I lost it again, so see those rusty signs. I'm gonna go back there, do this again. Okay, I'm back. Trying to go to Mono Meadows. There's the trail. That is not my trail. That's where it came from. Tried to do a little lesson here. The map is 1 to 64,000. It's really not detailed enough. A lot of people use 1 to 24,000. Kind of give you a zoom factor. So this is confusing. You would think the trail goes this way, but I already stepped over there and it works back over that way. So this is for erosion control, I would guess. So let's say the trail is here. See footprints. This is exactly where I went before. And then it just goes off into that sandy stuff. Unless, you know, this is just an erosion feature, but I see footprints. So it has me concerned because it's going to be lost again. Because again, look at the map. Find my dead dot that says 6620 in the middle. We should be going a couple hundred yards and then hanging a right. Is this the right? And then look how far the river is over here. I'm actually right there at that intersection that says Muir Trail and Buena Vista Trail. So it looks like I do cross the river. I have to look for a trailhead over there. I don't know where to cross though. 2.3 to Mono Meadow. Okay, so I'm at 6.4. If I can cross, I got to work my way back till I'm at this point at 6.4. So if I go a half a mile out, I got to go a half a mile back. Maybe I got to go through this junk. Maybe there's a way over. I gotta say, this is like the sketchiest by yourself wilderness thing I've ever been on. So the river may get me. So you gotta keep your senses. Worst case, I could live out here for a few days. See some sort of footprints. I'm gonna check out over here, see if I can cross, and hopefully I can go back on the other side. See somebody's footprint. So they had the same idea I did. Let's check this out. I'm in no mood to backtrack like 2.5 miles. But you gotta be smart. You got one life, right? Can't be impatient. Yeah, you don't even see a whole lot of snow anymore, but it's just raging out here. Okay, I see like a little gravel bar. Are these people? Okay, I restarted my watch. I'm gonna restart my watch. I have to go exactly back how I got out here. So I think I'm gonna just bail at Yosemite Valley when I get back there. 4.5 hours into it, but I've wasted like 45 minutes trying to cross that river. So you just gotta stay focused. Make sure I stay on trail. So this should intersect Muir Trail next, and then hook a left and go to the Yosemite Valley. There's an extremely large tree that I had to cross that was on a steep downhill, and it was like a 5-foot diameter tree. I don't know how I'm gonna get over top of that. So yeah, just got to deal with it. It's still a hike, still backpacking. You know, you just learn that I guess this is wilderness. They don't put bridges across everything, and there's no way I'm going to risk my life for a hike. Okay, fellas. Oh my God, I was running down this hill, like right here. Big ass rattlesnake. I can't believe it didn't strike me. That thing was gigantic, never saw it. Yeah, I'm trying to make some time down this hill. That thing was coiled up in a figure 8. Started rattling. Woo, what a day. Take it by the moment. Every moment has its challenge. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Damn. That was the fattest rattlesnake I ever saw. Okay, calmed down after the snake incident. But everything was like snakes. When I was at the river, it's very sandy and there's a lot of wash, right? So I looked down, this little black rock. It was one of those obsidian flakes from flint napping. So it had like sharp edges all around it and everything, but they remind you to just leave them, not take anything out of here. But it's kind of neat to find stuff like that. Unfortunately, I didn't think to take a picture. Okay, hopefully no more excitement. Okay, here's that large tree that's on this upslope. So I threw my backpack over top. I just hope I can make it through this stuff. Gotta get back to the trail, which is up there. Yosemite Valley 5. Taking an hour to go 2.3. All right, this is the stuff that came up a few hours ago. So we're going back to Half Dome. So I'm on the JMT going back to Happy Valley. Happy Isles, I mean. Well, not going back, I wasn't there, but that's the bailout. I just ran into a ranger too. He told me if I make it over to one of those tunnels on the south side, I'd probably be able to hitchhike, get right back to Wawona, because they don't have shuttles that go there anymore. So we'll see how this all works. Got a crack, this thing's gonna landslide. And not too far though. Yeah, I had to take a shower right there. Tried to stay dry all day, oh well. Nevada Falls.
So I wound up waiting approximately 45 minutes for a shuttle, and then I took it over to the main area where there was a YARTS, W-A-R-T-S, which had transit service all the way to Fresno, and it stopped at Winona where my truck was. So wound up being perfect timing, and I waited about 5 minutes, and the bus showed up, even though the schedule showed that the last bus came 2 hours ago. So thank God everything worked out.